Let's talk then about the instrument panel. Most interesting parts of the instrument panel, we'll start on the left. We have an ignition switch that controls the engine ignition. So when it's off, the engine cannot run, no spark to the cylinders. We have dual magnetos. Normally we run on the both position, so they're backing each other up and the engine will keep running even if there's a partial failure. Across the top of the instrument panel is the primary flight control instruments, flight and navigation. We have an altimeter, an airspeed indicator, a turn and bank indicator that the pilot can use as a navigational instrument as he flying straight and level, is he coordinated, a vertical speed indicator, and then a vacuum suction gauge which reports how well the power is performing that powers your gyroscopic instruments. Above here we have the gyroscopic instruments, a gyro compass that is adjustable and used for navigation, and a whiskey compass, a traditional magnetic compass that works if everything else on the airplane quits, the magnetic compass will still work. And an artificial horizon. These two instruments are driven by gyroscopes, and they need power to run those gyroscopes. This gauge tells you that you're getting good power so that you can believe the readings that you're getting from your gyroscopic instruments. And we have a clock, because I mentioned fuel and time. Fuel time calculations are very important in an old-fashioned airplane, so you don't run out of fuel unexpectedly. So next, let's talk about the engine instruments. This row here are engine instruments. Primary importance is the RPM, how fast the engine is running. This is our engine condition gauges. It's 3 gauges all into one. We've got oil temperature here, and you can see we have the green zone, the good zone marked, so the pilot can just look and see if his needle's in the green. He doesn't have to read the number. Everything else is fine. This part of the gauge here is fuel pressure. It has a green zone. And this is oil pressure, and it has a green zone. And here we have cylinder head temperature. For an air-cooled engine, you have to be sure that you don't overtax the engine to get it so hot that the metal begins to break down in the pistons. So you keep your engine temperature within this green gauge, you're good to go. If you're getting too hot, then you need to ease back your power consumption and change your plan.